Welcome to story time. Okay, we're going to start story time today with our poem for this unit. And what do you think the poem is going to be about? I sent home a copy of the poem in your packet, and it has these little pictures on it. So look at these pictures. What do you think this poem is about? I'm going to read the words to you. It says, a little seed for me to sow, a little earth to make it grow. Earth is a fancy name for dirt. And sow, it says a little seed for me to sow. That's a fancy name for planting something. A little hole, a little pet, a little wish. What would you wish for when you were planting a seed? Yeah, you would wish for it to grow, huh? And that is that. A little sun. There's a girl standing in the sun. A little shower. There's a girl standing in the rain. So shower is one thing that we can talk about. That's one word we use for rain. Your seed is not going to be watered by rain. You're going to water it, right? So a little sun, a little shower, a little while. That means we have to wait. And then a flower. So I'm going to show you my big pictures. I'm going to say it again. And I bet you can say that last part all by yourself. And then a flower. You can do it. All right. A little seed for me to sow. A little soil to make it. A little earth. That's the fancy word. A little earth to make it grow. A little hole. A little pat, a little wish, and that is that. A little sun, a little shower, a little while, and then a flower. Now, do you guys think you can say sun and shower this time? Those are pretty easy. And you can say maybe a little seed. Can you say it with me? A little seed for me to sow, a little earth to help to make it grow, a little hole, a little pet, a little wish, and that is that. A little sun, a little shower, a little while, and then a flower. That is the poem we're going to be working on, and hopefully by the end of the month you can say it all by yourself with the help of your pictures that you have on your copy. All right, so the book for today is called The Apple Pie Tree. Do apples, pies grow on trees? No, they don't. Apples grow on trees. So we're going to read about why they think it's an apple pie tree. This book was written by Zoe Hall, and it was illustrated by Shari Halpern. So these pictures in the front, they show these are the blossoms that grow on the tree before the apples come. Do you remember I told you the fruit tree has a flower and then the fruit grows. That's where we find the seeds. The Apple Pie Tree by Zoe Hall. My sister and I have a tree that grows the best part of apple pie. Can you guess what that is? Have you ever had apple pie? What do you think the best part is? Apples! She thinks the best part are the apples. And every year we watch our apple tree grow. In the winter, our apple tree is brown and bare. Do you remember when we talked about the seasons and we said in the winter the tree looks like this, right? No leaves, no blossoms, just the bare branches. So that was in the winter. Now we are coming into a new season. So see what happens to the tree when it gets to be springtime. But in the spring, leaves grow on every branch. Look, 2 robins are building a nest in one part of the tree. See the robins in the nest? This is something you can look for in the spring. There are lots of robins at my house right now. Tiny pink flower buds appear on the branches. The robins chirp loudly, guarding their eggs. These are the robin eggs. They're blue. Sometimes in the spring, if you're walking somewhere on the lawn or down the driveway outside, you might see a little blue shell, and you know that that's a robin's egg that a baby robin hatched out of. Just when the flower buds open, baby robins break through their eggshells. And there's the mother bird feeding them a worm. Would you like to eat a worm? They think it's delicious. Now our tree is covered with blossoms, and the baby robins begin to grow feathers. What else do you see in the tree? See a butterfly, some bees. Butterflies and bees spread the pollen in the flowers and help the apples grow. When breezes blow, the petals fall to the ground. Mama and Papa Robin teach their little birds to fly. There they are flying around. This looks like it's raining, but it's actually the petals coming off of the flowers, or the blossoms on the tree. So what happens when the blossoms fall off? Some days it rains and the wind blows hard, but our apple tree is strong and the robins are safe in the branches. It was raining at my house today. It rains sometimes a lot in the spring. Small green apples grow where the blossoms used to be. So that's what happens when the blossoms fall off. Then the apples start to grow. They're very little right now. Soon it is summer. The apples get bigger and bigger. You can tell it's summer because there's lots of leaves on the tree. And she's playing outside in her swimsuit. It would be too cold to do that in the winter. The little robins have grown up, but they still visit every day. There they are. Oh, and here's some more in the tree. The branches bend down low. They are covered with big round apples. Now it is autumn. Now remember, that's a fancy word for fall. The apples are red and ready to be picked. We fill our basket to the brim. These apples are red, and so is the apple that I cut this morning. But not all apples are red. Some are green, some are pink. You've probably seen them in the grocery store. Mom and Dad help us peel the apples, cut them up, and pile them into a pie shell. Then we sprinkle cinnamon and sugar over the top. Mom puts the pan in the oven. So once the apples are peeled and cut up, they are white. Most apples are just white inside, no matter what color they are on the outside. At last, the pie is cooked and ready to be eaten. Our tree has grown an apple pie, and it smells so good. Oh, I wanted to show you. Look, what can you see in there? They took the core out, and there's the seeds, too, right there. It tastes delicious. There's nothing as good as an apple pie you grew yourself.